My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Alright, let's finish checking out every other interactable in the room before we talk to the people. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open at 4 p.m. This Royal Pinball machine is unplugged. Let's see this one. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. The door is bolted. A sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 p.m. Alright. That's pretty much every other interactable as far as I'm concerned. Summer door closed for the winter. And in fact, I'll keep up the tab menu. Fine. What have you got to say?
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't.
Oh, same thing. Cool, cool. What is up, Kim Kusaragi? A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. Esprit de corps, a medium success here. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself into death's way to save you. You're sure of this, but why? Hold on, who is he to me? He's your half-brother. Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
His grip is firm. You realize he's waiting for your name. Oh, okay, so the thing is, you can't always take what it says literally as well because of the whole, like, fallibility of even having a high number in a stat. So Esprit de corps probably means, like, half-brother, like, brother through the force, right? Rather than actually directly related to me. Because I just realized as soon as they were looking for me to give them my name, that we're probably not related by blood. Inland Empire. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. I could try and invent a name for myself. Boom! Got it! Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, and yet there are so many to go. It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Rhetoric. What he means is he's been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you've been otherwise occupied. You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him. Or, no, there must be some kind of understanding. You're taking me for someone else. You mean him?
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
The full force, I mean. Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews? At
What
the
interviews?
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
So I'm not from the 57th district. He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. I'm gonna say I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, you know, yeah. No, or completely. I know that we haven't, so no.
So the body is still in the tree.
Empathy, easy success. This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It's obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in that tree.
Where it has been hanging for for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be sure I'm from the police, but I can't remember anything? Or where were we supposed to go again? How can you be sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and your back. He points to your jacket. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from a black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad, and he's not supposed to suspect such things. Ah, you mean the Rat Squad? Well, you mean internal affairs. Ah, you mean the Rat Squad? No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job. You said insignia. These white rectangles here, you mean? Point to your sleeve. Yes, but they're just white rectangles. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol, right? It was Revachol, West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. Alright, so we're already being threatened with death, but should I have a badge or something? Check your pockets. You mean you don't have a badge? It was not on me when I woke up, or pretend I found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge. Second one. Oh, there's a moment's pause, and he continues carefully. If you didn't have your badge, that would be very bad. You'd need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? We all feel that way sometimes. There's no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that their dead body in a tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. And then, soon after, dead bodies will be dangling from all the trees. He concludes, but first, we have to take it down. But I can't remember anything. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night, and the night before, and that you're still drunk now. But I've seen officers go through much worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there's a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. What were we supposed to do again? Talk to the manager, then we go out back and take the body down. After you, officer. Lieutenant Kim Kutsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Got it. Go do some interrogation. Garte, the cafeteria manager, the man with an unimpressive beard, notices you approaching. He drops his ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Kim
You
glances.
run this place.
Kim glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. What is gold and orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
No, man, help me out. What is gold and orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor, and you're orange.
Conceptualization. See, everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with his name thing.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back. Authority, medium success. For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Right, of course. You're being a bartender.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? in case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
What are you currently doing here, Gut?
I didn't imply that.
He turns to you.
Detective?
Logic, medium success. He probably means this is where you step in to ask questions. Right, questions, I got this. Play the fool. Who? Me? Or, no, I'm good, pass on the questions. Right, questions, I got this. Gart, the cafeteria manager, his face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Rhetoric, medium success. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there is a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on the tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. You see the door there? He points out west. First, you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence, a really big one. You can then get to the courtyard through there. No need for keys. The hole is big enough that... Whew! The hole is big enough for the Frankgarian cavalry to fit through. Medium success in empathy. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Why did Sylvie go away? Haven't you asked me that already? What is with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why she left. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for a number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens a little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you, he says. Mystery solved or didn't go well? Say didn't go well? I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, just went for it. Oh, you're right, I probably shouldn't have asked. This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. What? That's right. If there's one thing I know about myself, it's that I am a total raging feminist. Or, do you have a phallus in your ear? I said I'm a feminist, or I'm not a feminist, I just wanted to see the look on your face. Well, I am playing myself, so number one. Thought gained, inexplicable feminist agenda. Is that so, Mr. Feminist? He catches the rest before it leaves his mouth, probably thinking it's best not to say anything. You just got a thought. Click on the thought cabinet button below to expand it further. So here are our thoughts. Hell of a lot of them. Feel free to pause and have a look at some of them. They're all really, really interesting. But here's inexplicable feminist agenda. +2 authority against men, if I happen to research this. Something stirs in you. Something interdisciplinary. It's a newly formed reaction to the tyrannical gender roles around you. Or is it something you've always had? One thing's for sure, you're not a mild feminist. Oh no, these are incendiary thoughts aimed at the undermining of the very pillars of society. Could you fashion them into some sort of a weapon, perhaps? A first strike weapon to decapitate the XY chromosome hegemony. Perfect. I am going to internalize this. I believe internalizing it means that I will start working to understand it, and then eventually it will provide me with possible stat bonuses. Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. This is it. He said they hoisted him up on the tree. Who is they if he doesn't know? Well, I mean, I guess that just works on basic assumption, though. I'll ask, but I don't necessarily think that's a gotcha. Before you said they hoisted him up on a tree, who did you mean by they? Oh, he's a bit surprised you caught that. People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. Who exactly is saying that? The locals, customers, the people who eat here? Lots of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it. Did the débardeurs tell themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor? I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. Why would the dock workers lynch this man? I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do. You mean the strike? Yes, the strike. He makes little quotation marks with his fingers. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbor company. I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. Did you kill him? What? Are you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Well, the emphasis is on kill. What did you do to him? Alright, task complete. We've done all of our interview. Let's go. Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. He points to you. You owe me 130 rial. Inland Empire, easy success. No one is saying the multi-patented necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must merely be imagination. But... Horrific necktie. Let's bail! Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't need those. No, don't listen to him. It's just madness. Just talk. What's real? Or savoir-faire? Or I don't owe you shit. What's real? Excuse me. Sorry, real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real. He pronounces the r with a mock aristocratic accent. Real. Ooh, trivial success on Encyclopedia. The IIR, or Interissely Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money. By real, do you mean some form of street cred? No, you don't owe me street cred, you owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. Horrific necktie. Who does this clown think he is? Arrest him! Did I just hear my tie speak to me twice? But what do I owe this place for? But what exactly is money? You're under arrest. Did I just hear my tie speak to me twice? No one's saying that. No one's saying the tie can talk. Sorry, I can't do the gravelly version of that. That's just, that would be ludicrous. It's just that you should arrest him. It'd be wiser. He wants to take your money. I'm not comfortable with this. Try to somehow tuck the tie away. Great advice. I'm considering it. Give the tie an affirmative tug. No way. I have duties. I'm a cop. I'm not talking to a tie. Take the tie off. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm going to tuck it away. The lieutenant watches you fiddle with your horrific tie, sweat stains forming in your armpits. He puts his hand on your shoulder. If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for wages. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. But what do I owe this place for? Let's see. He dramatically turns a page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. And then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That'll be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Reva Show. Yes, that's 60 plus 40 plus 30. 130 real. And yes, real is still money. But what exactly is money? What are you, a philosopher? Actually, I might be. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things, like this hostel room, or, he peeks into the ledger, 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Interesting. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? Proceed to show him the coins you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. I'm gonna go, is this money? Yes, it is. Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 plus 40. So I'm now down to 90, right? No, you see, there's a tinge of sadness in his voice. That's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. 100 times smaller? Yes, but that's horrible. It is. He stands there silently looking at the coppers on his counter. Suggestion, medium success. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. Conceptualization, medium. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have? Darkness rides. Pick up the coins. It does, doesn't it? There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks around for something in his pockets of the orange bomber. I gotta. You're under arrest. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. Okay, you're not under arrest. Authority medium. I've got 2 bonuses to that. The Sylvie incident is known, and I have Inexplicable Feminist Agenda currently run, so I have really high chance to succeed that. I don't know why I would say that. It's just something a cop would say. I'm gonna use my authority. Did somebody order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head. Refusal to aid an officer of the peace. You're impeding me in my from carrying out my murder investigation with your inane requests for money. I wonder what Sylvie has to say about that. You admitted to sexual crimes. You'll be taken to sex prison. I'm gonna go with the inane requests for money. But it's not inane. You owe me money. It's crude of you. A man's been killed. File a request with compensation for station 41 rather. We need to work now. Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station. I have no memory of drinking them. I'm not paying for the drinks, or I won't pay for the window. I have no memory of drinking them. I'm not paying for the drinks. The ledger does? The ledger has a memory. He points to the books. The drinks are non-negotiable, and there's no way your station will pay for them. I won't pay for the window. Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room. Goodbye, and thank you for the cooperation. Don't thank me. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. And if you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there. He points upstairs. That's enough now, sir. Good day. Encyclopedia. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't. Do I even have one? I have no idea. Do I even have a home? But you've been at the cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? Surely you had to be somewhere. I don't know. Near? South? Maybe? You really don't know, do you? I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? I only have a vague blackened image. I'm gonna go with a vague blackened image. A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building? I'll live in a dumpster, I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop! Thought gained! Hobo cop! Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages. So I'm 7% on my Inexplicable Feminist Agenda. But, hang on, how is this going? Oh, I can only engage it for that long, so I should internalize a different thought, or... How do thoughts work? I realized the question I just asked. Never mind. Let's have a look at Hobocop. -1 composure. Ungainly and rambling. Research time. Yeah, so it's research time. So it's the amount of time it takes to research that. Okay, cool. I can engage 2 thoughts at the same time. Yeah, that's at least neat. A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides. Can be disheveled. Doesn't have to wash. Carries himself with a lurched gusto. Hobocop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never hear, "You're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing your health." Downsides? Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Let's see if I have... Ooh. So those are all my quests. Got it. Any done ones. So, Disco as Blazer. I still love it. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and the right sleeve. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. Used to be really catch the light. It used to really catch the light, rather. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. These are all increasing and decreasing my other stats, by the way. The golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. They are someone's piss. They are someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. It'll betray you if you change it for some boring scarf. Green snakeskin shoes. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. Alright, so it's around into the back, so out. Let's leave the building. Oh, hang on. Got a sense of something here. Electrochemistry. The sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? An hour? 2 hours? Pretty long is drink o'clock. Or not now. Pretty long is drink o'clock. Atta boy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried here. Not thinking about drinking all the time. It's like you weren't yourself. I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for God to serve me up a beverage. I'm gonna go do that. Forget about the bar, or don't forget about it. You should totally try and get a drink there too, but first you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, man, let's get wild. Lick it. Lick it? Don't lick it, or lick it, but only a while. Rhapsody can have little a lick as a treat. Kim Katsuragi. Carly, the lieutenant, looks out of the window. Then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, but only a little. Then out of the window again. What are you doing? He asks, without turning his eyes from the street outside. Investigating. We should move. New task. Find more booze and drink it. You can definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful. We haven't even left the first building. We're an hour and 20 minutes into this playthrough. And every moment of the dialogue at the absolute least has been golden. I say of the dialogue at the absolute least because I can't say every moment has been golden because that sounds like I'm patting myself on the back, which I am allergic to doing. Okay. Let's just follow around to the side. A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. The street sign says, fuck the police.
The RCM in Martinez?
The young woman looks up at you. You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly? Me? I'm just the gardener. Cool, and what are you doing here? Or, good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then. I'm pleased to meet you too, officer. We need directions. Of course, where to? I'm looking for a dead body. Oh, that. She points north. That's right up there in the yard. She's relieved someone's come for it, finally. Where am I? What do you mean? I'm disorientated. I don't know where I am. In Martinez, sir. In the city of Revachol. She looks around, thinking about what else to say. This intersection is called Roundabout North? He knows where we are. He just wants directions. The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you're displaying. What's up in the north? There's the pier and the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. What's in the east? The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow local politics. She shrugs. A fruit store too. What about the south? Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to a coast, but broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. What about on the other side of the canal? Just coast. There's a little fishing village here and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago. What's in the west? She looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Thanks. That's all for now. No problem, she nods, brushing a fleck of soil off of her cheek. What is this fuck the police business? Excuse me? She doesn't understand. She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning. Never mind. She shifts in her seat awkwardly. I have to run. Of course. I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove. Her gloves, you get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with, after all. No, those gloves aren't really my style. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves? Sure. Keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Do I have to equip the gloves? Clothes. Yep. Oh, hang on. What's their description? Thick latex gardening gloves in a classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire. Take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought. We also get a +1 to interfacing as a result of that. Hell yeah. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Is it haphazardly or haphazardly? I've heard people say both. Obviously, because the P and H are next to one another, you've got the possibility of an F sound, but I usually just split it into hap and hazard. I don't know, I'm interested. What do you do? Jump Jams, a popular music mag. Welcome to Rochelle, says someone. A glossy magazine, the most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list.
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed at you, it's addressed as Kim. Racist lorry driver. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Rhetoric. What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. You're right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination. Stop ripping into this guy. He's really just proud of being Revachol. Of course. Limbo. What's going on? That's such a common refrain. Anyway, he's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman. No, fucking A, Kim.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Oh, sweet. So you're homophobic as well. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
In true police style, I kind of want to provoke this guy to start an incident so that I have a good reason to beat him up. But you know, that's an RPG for you. Your morality in an RPG doesn't necessarily have to be entirely one-to-one with your morality outside of an RPG, obviously, because, you know, typically in an RPG, you probably have to kill someone, and I think all of us would have a problem with that. Okay. What's all this argument about? It's about biological determinism, nature law, the sorting of the races. He spits on the ground. Not the most popular topic nowadays, what with the coalition in charge of it all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like some common sheep. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. I get it. Someone has to be a public guy. To be honest, I can't really remember what yeah, okay, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. He gestures with his cigarette for emphasis. The science of racial theory is all being proven, even if some people don't want to accept it. Oh, so we've got a race realist on our hands, which you can... The shorthand term is racist. People who studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. He glances at Kim. So naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merit in that. Okay, what else have you thought up? Or right, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? Jump ahead. No, I like this. I like all of the conversation we get to have. Yeah, I can tell you're a prime example of superior design. I really hope that's being said sarcastically. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. Yeah? What's the problem with that then? Well, okay, and... This concerns you, policemen, so be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the Mescados. The other intruder species as well. He throws a sharp glance at Lieutenant Kutsuragi. They're on the precipice of a cultural victory. Cultural victory? What's this then? It's a reference to civilization. What's this cultural victory? It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for. Right on around the houses. And the others too on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Any Materos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true, he pushes on. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races, of miscegenation. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace with unknown characteristics leading to extra competition. That's why you gotta control the offspring. Yeah, I think I can get down with race. No. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Don't push your luck, runt. The man gives you a disgruntled look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Now, it's worth noting, I'm saying all of this as someone who died 4 times trying to get a tie off of a ceiling fan, and once from turning on the light of said ceiling fan. So I'm being as aggressive and intimidating as I feel is warranted in this circumstance, while also knowing that if this turned into a fight, I'm dead instantly. As soon as it turns into the fight, I would actually just see the fist flying at my face, and then I'd have a heart attack and die. I would not even get to live through to it making connection. What else have you got to say?
Looking for something, Runt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
I am! Fuck off again! What are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to... by the way, I'm substituting accent for, like, ones that I can do slightly better. Like, my French is not great, and I feel like I'd be using it for a lot of characters in this series, so I'll save it for a particular kind. Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike. So it's a sit on wait in your ass situation. Wait, how long has this been going on for then, or what kind of cargo are you supposed to be picking up? First one. This strike? They've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months. He gestures towards the lorries. But this here is just the last week or so. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apples is exactly the kind of thing that you'd say if you had something to hide. Apples? Yeah, apples. I'll take it you had other questions? Sounds like a cover story to me. Look, Ace Detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. He loses his patience for explaining it. I'm just here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Kojko picked apples. Kojko could be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think? Oh, so they grow apples in Grad? Yeah, it's one of their main exports. I grow them down south Yakutat. Yakutat. Beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas. In fact, Yakutat is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life. Yakutat's not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there. Yeah? Says who? It's literally in the name. Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. The lorry driver glares at you intensely, then shrugs. Then I guess they grow the apples somewhere else then. You can never tell with those Koshkos. They're everywhere. Set their own homes. You keep saying Koshkos. What does that actually mean? He means the people living in Grad. Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolt, those degenerates from Grad. Okay, so it's an ethnic slur. Hey, if the name and description fit by very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? So, can I see the apples? Did you miss the part where I said they ain't here yet? Besides, even if I did have them, I wouldn't go put my nose in them. He looks at you with a strange glint in his eyes. Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't know what he's holding, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable. You said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen? Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. Had a royal license and everything. We tried to hold on to our privileges. Hold on, what's a carter? Someone with a car? What do you think it was? That's how deep history our thing reaches, before machines. So he was a garbage man? Not at all! We're part of a guild and everything is very ancient, very prestigious. Oh, so it's kind of like a union. Hell no! It's a guild! Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience. I hope it's weird to hear me swear like this. I feel weird swearing like this. It is the dialogue though. I'm not doing substitutions. Let's go back to the same for, and that's a privilege? Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything. Very ancient, very prestigious. So you're in a carter's guild. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out. Yeah, we've seen that. We're done for now. And in fact, we are done for now. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Disco Elysium. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. So there's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future. I will also say, being still very, very early on in this series, if you did like the video, please click like. It does help me get my content out to new people, and it matters especially importantly in the first episodes of a series. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.